Hello, this is Solomon Davis, Right Side Trader. Today is June 7th, 2024, and this is my weekly market review. I'm reviewing the Russell 2000, that's IWM, on a quarterly chart, monthly chart, weekly chart, and a daily chart. This is all for educational purposes only, no trade recommendation, because as we all know, trading is risky. You can lose money at trading, so please check with your financial advisor. Please check with your significant other, and make sure trading is something that is suitable for you. All right, let's jump over to the charts and see what we see on the Russell. See how to do the Russell. The Russell does sideways. Let's just maximize this and resize this and stretch this up a little bit. Boom. There we go. The Russell still on the quarter. For the quarter, it is red. It is below a yearly R1, which knowing the Russell can go sideways and stay below that level for the rest of the year. No trade recommendation there though, and stay above this pivot for the rest of the year. The Russell tends to like going sideways, and it can do it for majority of the year. Then it makes a move. That's the Russell. So on the Russell, it has pushed back up a little bit, but it hasn't really gone anywhere. The Russell has kind of like been in a $15 to $20 range. If you go all the way down here, this is 90 to 110. That's a $20. That's it. So you guys in your 401ks will start asking questions about that. And if you look at it and they got you in some kind of Russell fund and you're wondering why you're not making money, everybody is talking about all this money that they're making, it's because they have you in the Russell. The Russell is, you may want to say safe, but we can say it's not going anywhere. That's all we can say about the Russell. But you're not losing any money, but you're not making any money. And if it pays a dividend, which it might do, you are collecting some dividends on the money that you're actually holding there. So that's the good part about it. But let's go ahead and go down. That's enough about that on the big picture on the Russell. Let's go down to the monthly chart and see what we see there on the monthly chart. Let's just zoom in a little bit here. As you can see on these last few months this year, the Russell low this year, we'll round that up to 190. And the Russell high this year, we'll round that down to 210. And that's where the Russell has been. So again, the Russell hasn't gone anywhere. If it's going to end up breaking out of this range we have to wait and see. But it has been having a hard time getting above 210 and staying above 210. It hasn't really dropped below 190 and stayed below 190. But it is staying above the 10 moving average, so it is technically bullish. So that's all I can say on that. Let's go ahead and go down to the weekly chart and see what we see there on the weekly chart. As we can see, I'm going to zoom in a little bit here. I know on the Russell, it does the zigzag thing, and you can always see it on the weekly chart, how it goes up, it comes down, it goes up. But this time, I was saying it was time for it to come down. We did have a pretty good push down this week. The thing is, will we get a follow through on this and come down maybe close to its lows that it's been at? Don't know. We'll have to wait and see on the Russell and what's going to actually happen there. With the summer months coming up, it can actually maybe come down, maybe below 200. I thought it was going to hit below 200 today, and it didn't quite make it there. But come next week, it might end up doing that. And then once it gets down here close to this 50 moving average, which this is the 50 out of 200 down here, that's when we're going to get our bounce, And then, again, it's just going to be back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And then that's what we see on the Russell But that's where we're at, and that's what I see. Now let's take a quick look at the daily noise. And as the daily noise, you can see almost that it's kind of channeling down. It's channeling down. Just a bunch of noise, channeling down. And that's why, and you have these gaps in the Russell where it can come down and may want to fill some of these gaps down here before it actually even goes anywhere. You got gaps all over the place on the Russell that it likes going back and forth in between. And you do have a gap all the way down here on the Russell that the market may want to come down here and fill this. But the Russell is kind of doing its own thing, and every now and then it joins in on the party. Like, I don't know what happened on Wednesday, and looked like all the markets actually went up, and got this nice green candle on one day out of the week, and that's it. So that's it, and that's all I see. I hope you guys had a great week. Hope you guys going to have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you next week. Have a good one. Bye. This is Solomon, Right Side Trader.